Morning everybody, this is Sincos and this will be our simulation or experimental design of our topic, the impact of urban road planning in DCHS Limaca campus. For starters, City Skylines is a city building game where a player must create roads, bridges, or highways to meet the demands of residential, commercial, and office zones alike. In this game, you'll be handling the economy, the traffic, policies, laws, land value, and all other things, just like real life, or like what a city planner would do. Um, so we'll be focusing on the area of Lima campus. And as you can see, we can't exactly replicate the school nor the surrounding buildings due to the restriction of mods in, in this game launcher. Now, in terms of surrounding the campus, the urban road layout, we focusing on on G Mall area, Gaisano Mall, Bimaco Street, obviously, the small roads on the side of the school, and Torres Street. So our radius is within that area. So diving into the road of Bimaco, as you can see, it gets traffic like really bad because people who wants to pick up or wants to take their kids down the main gate will take some time. So cars will be over here, trying to get out, get on Bimaco or on the side, as well as this in the side road, pretending this is the covered road area, the basketball court, the barangay. Cars take some time as well to drop off the kids and get out. Pretending this is the Escanita or alley just before the covered court. And cars like to pass here because every morning cars will pile up here coming from Torres or the church side. The church is here. In order to drop off the kids, so they opt to pass the Escanita or alley for shortcut pathway to enter school, to enter Bimaco. Now, why did we include Torres and Gmall within the radius? That's because in Torres, there are commercial buildings alongside the street. Gmall, because lots of people want to go to this mall and go to the groceries or other stuff, it gets heavily trafficked in this area as well. That's why it becomes it's one of the causing factors of why it gets traffic here aside from the school itself. Now going back to the area of Bimaco. Here Bimaco Street and the small road of the public court area. As you can see, the traffic merges into one-lane road, just like real life. So one of the ways to solve this traffic is to create a 4-lane road. If we create a 4-lane road, throughout the whole stretch of Bimaco until the corner is Gmall over there. This will allow 2 lanes or 2-lane road going to that direction and that direction. As you can see, even on this side, that is the school, Remapa, then the basketball court, and another small road here. If we create a 4-lane road in Remapa, this will allow 2 lanes going to the right and 2 lanes going to the left. As you can see, there's a dedicated lane going straight, dedicated lane going to the left as well. Now, as you can see, it allows more cars to get through the mapa. And with 2 lanes going to G Mall, 1 lane can be dedicated going to school, 1 lane can be dedicated going to G Mall area. Same goes with the other side. A dedicated lane or road going to be inside the main gate, and dedicated lane getting past the school for this area. Now, as you can see, traffic likes to merge, which can cause accidents or more traffic jam. Now, one way to solve this is to organize traffic flow, that is putting stoplights, traffic lights. By doing so, cars won't have to merge and they will have their own time to getting to G Mall or the Davao area. Along with the use of pedestrian lanes, it will become much better. Now, how do we solve the traffic of the basketball court and this escalita or alley? Cars will also like to pile up here soon. That is to change that into a 2-lane, 1-way road. Just like in the school, you can only go straight, Biwako, left, or to the right. You can change that. You can change the direction rather. So people now won't have. So there will be less merging of traffic in Bimapa. As you can see, the cars are starting to leave the area, and these cars now will look for other roads to pass by. Torres and Church, there's a small road here and back. So as you can see, cars now will have to pass through the other side or behind of the commercial buildings to get to Davao Street. Now, since traffic is more organized and there's like one less area to deal with, traffic signs won't be needed because there's less traffic coming here. Now, what if we say we convert this area into a 2-lane, 1-way road going to this is Davao Christian, the corner, and 2-lane, 1-way road going over this area instead of coming here. Now, sorry. In order to make the traffic flow even go further back or smoother, you can create this as a 4-lane, 1-way road. So this is going to the cover court, the main gate, Gmo area. So as you can see, if you get a 4-lane road, there's a dedicated lane going two dedicated lanes going straight, one dedicated lane going to the left, and one dedicated lane going to the right. You can also put back the traffic lights, so in case of like any students who are trying to walk going to school. As you can see, it still creates a traffic jam. That is because the AI is trying to learn or adapt to the changes made to the road. Now, it is without doubt that not all cars will be passing the mapa. As you can see, the traffic jam is still quite heavy. In order to see the traffic jam, here, 75%. We have a legend, so if it is red, it means the traffic jam is bad. If it's light green, that means it is okay. The higher the traffic flow is, the traffic flow will be faster. The lower the percentages, the heavier the traffic jam. Now going back, it is without doubt that not all cars will be passing the mapa, as they opt to pass the avenue. So coming here, pretending this is where the Samgyeopsal restaurant is. This is the street of the mapa. So the mapa street leads this way. So cars will obviously also pass here to get outside of the main gate. Now what if we turn the whole Dimapa street into a one-way, a four-lane one-way road going to the avenue or boulevard, Gino right there. Theoretically speaking, this will help traffic flow move much faster. Oh, so what about the school coming through here? Well, the only option now is to turn left. So what if we make this whole area, the whole Dimapa street, a one-way? So you see this over. As you when you get to the avenue, there are two dedicated lanes to the left and two dedicated lanes to the right. So going back now here, and if we remove the traffic lights, this should allow more cars to flow through. So just like the school, parents or drivers will still have two ways to drop off the students. It's either through the basketball court or through the main gate. But there are tendencies where there will still be traffic jam on the basketball court. So in order to do that, we can create a 3-lane one-way road going to Torres. So if this is the pathway, then that means these two lanes now. Rather, we can create a 4-lane one-way road even in covered court. As you can see, traffic will continue to flow through in Dimapa, which is what we want. Now why 4-lane one-way road? Now theoretically speaking, if it takes some time for drivers to drop off their students in the covered court, they can at least take 3 lanes to park and 1 dedicated lane to either go straight or pass through the SAT if they want. as you can see with the traffic flow, it continues to move, which is what we really want. So, oh my. So parents now, the only option is to pass the Torres, this area, and turn left on the small road. No. Let's pass the Torres, turn left and get to Bimapa Street. There. That is their option. Yes, it may be the long route for them, especially if it goes on from south, but if it means a constant traffic flow just like this, then it will be good for all. The other problem now is Gmail area. As you can see, there is still traffic jam. Very huge traffic jam. Because people are trying to turn left to San Pedro or Gmail itself most of the time, and this area likes to merge a lot. But then this is the San Pedro School, the hospital itself, the multi-level apartment, and the other office and commercial buildings. So one way to solve this is to put traffic lights as well. This should help organize the traffic much more now. So pretending Burger King is here. Is there anything? Then Gmail. It will take some time for traffic or the cars to learn to adapt to the changes made by us. Anyways, this will still not resolve the traffic because since this is the T-junction, it is inevitable that cars from all three sides will merge. So one way to solve this is to create one-way roads. As we see, on the other side of Gmail is traffic. So one of the ways to solve this is to create one-way roads, 6-lane one-way road. So if this is behind Gmail, the multi-level car parking, San Pedro Hospital, you can turn this area into one. As you can see, there are 2 dedicated lanes to the left, 3 dedicated lanes to the right. Now, these cars will learn how to adapt to it, the changes made. Soon. So as you can see in this area now, we can flow much faster. If we put traffic over here, Bimapa Street, and on the road to Gmail, the traffic over here, the sun keeps on our stands. Should do much better. So remember, this is Gmail, but how do we solve the traffic now in this area? Traffic now in this area. Well, the reason why this one clogs up, or it's currently in a traffic jam, is because of this. But this one is in a traffic jam because of this, which leads back to this area. So we could turn this into a full loop, so we won't have to do that big. Big one. So in the street of San Pedro Hospital, we can also turn this into a 4-lane, 1-way road. As you can see, there's a dedicated lane left turn and another lane to go straight. Now the traffic jam is still heavy, which still affects Bimapa Street, so one of the ways to solve this is to put policies. So in this area, in this G Mall, you can change the name to G Mall area. There's it. Now it will show you the statistics of this area with land value of 83 is like chirp meters, square meters. Now this isn't accurate, but we'll show you just a representation of what this area is all about. We can put policies now, such as smoke detected distribution, smoking ban, education, use, free public transport, taxation, and city planning. We'll be focusing on city planning, such as especially on heavy traffic ban. So in heavy traffic ban, see it will tell you that there are optional routes available. This will prevent heavy transport vehicles allowed and will not affect highways. Now that we put heavy traffic ban, another way we can improve the traffic here let's say, okay, it will show you the routes first. So, purple means private vehicles, green means pedestrians. And like that pink means city service vehicles. So as you can see, there's street to Bimapa, G Mall, they will all like to in this area. Now another way to solve this is to put public transportation, such as bus stops. If we put a bus stop over here, and over in Bimapa, going back, this will make citizens more happy. Another thing to put is that if we put free public transportation, this means that more of the citizens will use buses instead of private vehicles, which will helpfully or gladly reduce traffic jams in this area. Now, and now that we've done that, if we look at the bus transportation or bus stops, it means more buses will be. So lights overview. Where's that? GMO area. The bus stops. This area. Lines overview. Bus line 6. As you can see, it's highlighted already. And it's glowing. So there are two stops. That is on the side of Chino and Bimapa. There are 4 vehicles, and here you can see the passengers and the vehicles, and you can modify how many vehicles, how many buses you want to be used, what kind of bus you want, There's also the articulated bus which can handle 18 people. As you can see, there are two. In the first stop, there are two passengers waiting, but through time that will increase. Where's the bus stop? The traffic jam is really bad here now. So, hmm. So this is the street of San Pedro now. One way we can fix this is to make this also a one-way road. One-way road where San Pedro Hospital turn left at this gym area. So another way we can do this is to put pedestrian or pavement paths. Pavement paths. So people who are coming from Gmall won't have to cross the street, can use the overpass instead. Just like that. Uh, and as you can see, the traffic jam is still quite bad. So we can still change it if we make this into still a two-lane one-way road, but going to the opposite directions. So still San Pedro Hospital, the school, San Pedro School, over here. If we remove the traffic lights, because there is not much traffic, we can do so. This will allow cars. This is San Pedro School. San Pedro School. This will allow more cars to pass through without the need of stoplights. Now over this area, G Mall, if we remove the traffic lights here, this will allow cars to keep moving now. The problem is still in San Pedro College. Still causing traffic jams. Um, hmm. We can put multi-level car parking in this area, so just across San Pedro College. This will hopefully like prevent cars from using the sides of the main avenue. I know I've said many times before, but traffic jam is still bad in the Gmod area. So one-way roads are really helpful in diverting traffic to or having a constant traffic flow. So we can still create this as only one-way road. And if we have this area, for example, the college, have one way, 41 roads right here behind Gmail, and moving capitals. We should prevent us from parking this area. Now, how do you enter this area now? Where San Pedro is, the hospital and the college itself. If we try to put like a two-lane road, one lane to the right, one lane to the left, it should be not much better. As you can see, people now will tend to use the overpass instead because it's much safer and allow most of the traffic to um to flow by. So as you can see in the corner of Gmail area, it's starting to loosen up a bit now. This one will hopefully start to move as well. Now, going back here, going back to the center of the hospital area, if we don't put traffic lights here, as you can see, going back to Bimakwa now, it's constant traffic flow, which is what we really want to see in this area. Now, another thing is, how does it affect the surrounding areas such as Geo? As you can see, the big traffic jam is still here. If we remove the traffic lights as well in the other corner, this will allow the traffic to keep moving, especially in this area. We can even create this as a 4-lane. Going back to St. Pedro Hospital, if we put a traffic light here. Yes. This one to keep moving. So while we wait for this one to be resolved, and if ever wasn't, we can still fix it. We can go back to the map. As you can see, there's traffic jams here in Bimapa itself, to Escanita, and even soon in the morning, it's now turned into a constant move of cars, which is really nice. We can even put back a traffic lights if we want to, for safety of students passing by, even on this side, if ever we want to. And the inclusion of traffic ban, heavy traffic ban, trucks will look for other ways to enter this area. Now, how does it affect surrounding areas? Goods now, this problem of not goods to sell means the game requires more industrial zones to be built. It means more factories, more warehouses, and stuff. And as you can see, other commercial buildings like that operate normally means that goods are being sold and delivered on time. So commercial buildings within the Mapa area are okay. People from the residential area can get to their houses and leave their houses just as fine as possible, as well as the small road and tourist area. It's the same problem Laguna puts to say, and it's alright. But other than that, people can get to their places on time just alright. Now in Torres, a lot of traffic happens here, so it's best to put a stoplight to organize the traffic much better. And this is Davao High School. Now that will be the state of traffic. Now as you can see, it still gets traffic. The issue hasn't been resolved yet because of Gmod area. Now, one way to really fix this area, since there are roads, even more roads behind the school and San Pedro Hospital, we can opt to turn this into a 2-in-1 way road exiting San Pedro College. You can turn this into a 2-in-1 way road in the back of San Pedro Hospital. I'm sure there is a way there. Lead back here. Go here. I'm sure there is a way here. Other than that, don't mind the geography. By doing so, San Pedro Hospital, the area of San Pedro Hospital, can have constant traffic flow in. That way this one will continue to move. This one will continue to move in. This one will continue to start moving. This one is starting to move in, which is really good. Just one really good. If we put the traffic it should go as the traffic. Instead of people passing through the pedestrian coming from the countryside, we can just use the overpass and get through here. Now, on the other hand, we can wait for it. We'll just let time pass by for the meantime. So going back to Gmall area now, as you can see the traffic all has cleared up and people now pedestrians would rather use overpasses because it's much more safer. So at the corner of Gmall, pretending Burger King is here, it's all cleared up in there, all cleared up in here. So what can we learn from this is that urban planning is important. It is really, really an essential element in designing or creating urban spaces. And it affects surroundings, not just Davao Christian, residential, commercial, other office zones alike. It also affects other streets such as Torres and even the road of GMO area. Now, urban planning is really a must from what kind of roads to use, whether it be one-way, four-way roads, uh, what lanes must be dedicated left or right, where to put traffic lights just like this, uh, and the policies such as heavy traffic ban, small commercial benefits, such. We will also consider the traffic flow. Where do we want the traffic to constantly move? Um, Areas to avoid the merging traffic flow, and how does it affect the goods being delivered and sold in commercial? How can workers get to their offices on time? What roads can be accessed for them? And what residential citizens can get to places like Gmail more convenient and much faster. With the designing of roads, whether it be like avenues, small roads, which turns to put and what traffic lights to put, it is really important to create a moving traffic flow or constant traffic flow rather. This will allow more citizens to get to their destinations on time, much earlier, much faster, and much more convenient for that matter. So looking at the economy of this, we can see that so if we create a residential area for this area, so if you create a district in Bimapa area here, the this district. So this isn't fully accurate, but it will show you the number of children, teens, young adults and seniors alike. With zone areas such as low and high residential zone, low and high residential zones. When you mean by low, we talk about single level houses. When you talk about high residential areas, you talk about condominium and such. Commercial areas and office zones. As you can see, with a more constant traffic flow, the land value will continue to increase. So what we've seen before was only like 50 or 60 plus, but now it's 97, almost 100. Workers will continue to increase as well. Households will continue to increase as well. Tourists, as you can see, there are two, and will most likely increase as the days go on, as long as the traffic keeps going. So another thing that we can learn is that traffic is a ripple effect to other things. No? So yeah. So urban planning is a must always. never be designed or create existing or new communities. Thank you for watching.